Hi friends, and welcome to Take 12 with Kate. Today we're going to do 12 minutes of balance. I feel like that's a pretty fitting theme right now with so much going on. So hopefully this will help ground you, forget about what's going on in the outside world, and help you work physically on your balance. So we're going to start with some static balances. So that means we're going to be holding a position, trying not to move and stay stable. And then we'll move into some more dynamic balances where you have to maintain your balance as you're moving through certain ranges. All right, so we're going to start, doesn't matter what leg you start on, we're going to do them both. And we're just going to do a one-legged balance. So if you know that you struggle with balance and you want a wall or countertop or something close by, then by all means, go ahead and stabilize yourself with fingertips on something. The goal here is to work on being balanced without actually falling over. So if you do need some tools or assistance to help you, then go ahead and use that. You should be feeling this perhaps in your foot and ankle. You might be feeling the weight of your upright leg, and that's fine too. If you would like to make this a little bit harder, and I encourage you to try this, and again, if you're a little uneasy, then just have your fingertips on something to help stabilize you. You're just going to close your eyes. And you'll see that will make this quite a bit harder because then you're forced to work on your proprioception or your feel balance. And that's actually a good way of improving your balance, is by taking little rest breaks with your eyes closed and see if you can maintain your equilibrium. Woo! As you can see, it's a little bit harder for me too. If you do feel like you're going to fall over, open your eyes, or I would just invite you to put your foot back down. All right, switch it up here, starting with the eyes open just to kind of get the feel for it. We're going to do the opposite side. And this is the side that's tougher for me. You might notice that one leg or one side is a little bit tougher for you to balance. That's pretty normal. And then once you feel like you are pretty stable, and once again, anytime you feel like you're going to fall over, just place that foot back down on the ground. Or if you want to try with the eyes closed, then opening the eyes if you do feel like you're going to tip over. Woo! That's hard. And I work on this. There we go. And as soon as you do close your eyes, you will feel that it's a little bit tougher to stay upright. So more muscles have to kind of kick in to keep you stable. So that's just a variation you can practice. All right, we'll put that foot down. We're going to do a starfish variation. So we're going to throw your center of mass off balance, and that will also make this a little bit tougher. So we'll go back to the first leg. Your other leg is going to be floating out to the side this time. Pull the toes back, arms out, and then just shift or tip sideways as far as you need to make this feel like work. So if it's too much, then stand a little more upright. If you want to make it tougher, tip more sideways, and then keep everything nice and solid through the core. So you don't want to lose your core, have your back arching here. You want everything to be nice and tight and solid as you're tipped sideways. Once again, fingertips on something is totally acceptable, or resetting as much as you need to. If you do decide to re-practice this little video, you will notice an improvement. And just make sure that standing leg is straight but not locked at the knee. And then if you really want to be brave here, you can add the eyes closed piece to this starfish position. Makes it a bit tougher as well. Woo. Okay, last couple seconds there, and then we'll switch into the opposite side. So other leg, starfish. And once again, you're just tipping, you're shifting your center of mass sideways, but you're not actually crunching or bending at the waist. You're just basically shifting. So this, outside of this, standing leg hip should be working pretty hard to keep you upright. Core should be working, all the muscles in the lower leg. Same options here. If you want to add that eyes closed piece, you can. Shoulders you might feel working. Just make sure they're not crunched up towards your ears, pulling them actively back and down as you reach the fingertips apart. One or two more deep breaths here. Awesome, and relax. Okay, shake it out. I can feel my legs warming up just from doing that. We're going to add some movement to the next couple drills here. We're going to start with an airplane balance or a hip hinge or a one-legged deadlift. So you're going to start on that one leg. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do them both. Tip forward, kick the opposite leg back. Keep the toes pointed towards the floor. You can have your arms out for balance and then reset. If you want to bring your knee up, that's great. If you want to reset with your toes down to the floor, that's great too. So either version here, we'll kind of move through this range 4, 5, 6 times. And again, making sure your standing leg is straight, but without being locked at the knee. And you should feel a bit of a stretch up the back of your standing leg here. All right, let's do one more good one on this side. Woo. Good, and then switch. So opposite leg on the ground, tipping forward, straight but not locked on that standing leg. Feel the stretch up the back of it, but also working everything through your legs and core to keep you nice and stable. If you need a reset and toes down between each one, totally awesome. If you want to try and challenge yourself a little bit more, bring the knee up between each rep, then that's great too. All right, 2 more on this side. Awesome. Okay, we're going to sink a little bit deeper into the legs now. So a couple of options if you want to do this as a one-legged squat. So you're going to bend your standing leg and you're going to reach your toes forward. You can touch them down in 5 points. So in front, diagonally to the side, diagonally to the back, and then all the way back, and then bring it back. If it's too much to have that knee bent, then just start in an upright position. So standing one leg balance while you're moving the other leg. And if you want to make this harder, don't look at your foot. So you can look up at the ceiling or even turn to the side. All right, bring it back. 5 points, and then we'll try the other side. So same option here, standing upright, or all the way down into that one-legged squat, reaching the opposite toes forward. 5 point, barely touching with the toes, or standing straight up, holding that squat if you want super challenge. So choosing a depth that works for you. I'm about a third of the way, or a quarter of the way down right now. Awesome. Okay, shake the legs out. We're going to go to the floor now. So we're going to do a couple of balance and stability drills on the ground using the upper body. So we're going to start in a side plank position. Now you can choose if you'd like to do your side plank with your forearm on the ground, elbow below your shoulder. You can do feet stacked, hip stacked, shoulder stacked in there. Or if you prefer to do from your knees, then that's totally fine, holding in there. If you want an extra challenge for your stability, then we'll go into full side plank. So the arm is going to be straight, hand is placed, palm nice and open, so you're going to spread your fingers wide, hand directly below your shoulder, and then same awesome positioning through the core, and same options. You can do legs straight or knees bent here, and you'll notice that your body has to fight that urge to tip forward or back. So just working on your balance in a side plank position. All right, breathing through this. We'll do one more deep breath here. 2 and 1. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do the opposite side. Same options, forearm on the ground or hand on the ground from your knees or from your toes. Pick the version that works for you. Challenging, but that you can manage with good technique. So get yourself set up. All right, here we go. Just make sure you're breathing regardless of the option that you've chosen. And maybe smiling too, as long as that doesn't throw you off balance. All right, last deep breath here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Slowly lower. And we're going to go onto all fours. So we're going to do a drill here that we have the option to do with your knees and your hands on the ground. So bird dogs, opposite arm, opposite leg reaching out, and then touch fingertip to knee. So balancing in there. So you can do 3 or 4 repetitions on one side, and then you would switch and do the opposite side. Your goal here is to keep your hips and shoulders completely level, so as you're extending, you're not tipping or toppling over. So it's a core stability drill. If you want to make this a bit tougher, then you're going to go up onto your toes into a full plank position, and then from here you're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg away from you. So reach it out, bring it back, and then other side. So for this one you can actually, that's my tougher side. This one you can actually alternate back and forth, trying to be nice and slow and controlled. You can see I'm way better on one side compared to the other. And then if you're continuing with those bird dogs, you can alternate here, or you can switch after doing every few with balance in between. All right, last deep breath, whichever version you're doing. Let's try maybe one more on each side. And then you can make your way to a seated position, however is comfortable for you. Interlacing the fingers, reach the arms forward, pulling the shoulders back and down, and then feeling a stretch back between them as you take a few nice deep breaths to bring that heart rate back down. So hopefully you enjoyed a few exercises to help you with your balance, both physically and mentally. Thank you for joining us for Take 12 with Kate, and we hope to see you again soon. Thanks, and have a great day, everybody.